Alright, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be reviewing Don Toliver's album. I've already listened to it, but I've done some albums in the past, and I'm just going to give you my rating of each song, and my overall rating of the whole entire album itself. So I've been a fan of Don Toliver since before No Idea. I heard him on Can't Say, and he's been one of my favorites ever since. So I've actually recorded myself reviewing every single one of his albums live except for this one. I'll throw in a video from the one from Life of a Don, if I still have that one. It's on here somewhere. But the first album, Heaven or Hell, was on my old computer, and I don't have that one anymore because it just stopped working. So let me go ahead and go to my Apple Music and I'll tell you what I think. If I can find it. There you go. So LoveSick by Don Toliver. First of all, it's a different approach for him. More melodic, I think, than his, say, Donnie Womack back in the day, 2018, or more like Heaven or Hell. It still is a great album. It took me a couple days to get used to it. It's always different listening to a new album because you're not really sure what to expect, and I think that's better because if you know what the album's gonna be, it's gonna be a 1 or 2 week listen rather than listening to it for a couple months. So there's 20 songs on here. There was 16 on the original one, and then about 3, 4, 5 days later, Don Toliver dropped a deluxe, which include No Pole, Embarrassment, the Lucky I'm Having That, featuring Tizio, Touchdown, and yeah, it just was a good album. So the first song, I'm just going to start from the deluxe, No Pole. That was the only leak that I knew. I heard that song before it came out. It was a leak. Didn't really listen to it that much. With Don Toliver's older leaks, like After Party, Cardigan, those songs would be on repeat, so when they finally released, it was like a 1-2 week thing, and then they weren't my favorite. But No Pole, definitely a banger. I love the song. I think it's going to get overplayed for me on this album personally, so it's not always going to be in the rotation, but I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10, just because when the deluxe dropped and I listened to it, I was not expecting this song, even when I heard the beginning of it, and then when I listened to it, I was like, oh, I know this song. Bears featuring Travis Scott, to be honest with you, is a little bit of a disappointment in my opinion, but again, I need to keep listening to it. It's been in my rotation a lot. My favorite Travis Scott and Don Toliver song, of course, is Can't Say, but I just don't like the melodic Travis and Don Toliver together. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It's okay, but it's just off a little bit in my opinion. I'll probably give it like a 5 out of 10. The next one, I'm gonna try to say this the best I can. Geronimo. Does that say Geronimo? Yeah, it does. I'm stupid. Yeah, Geronimo, I think. Geronimo. That one's good. Catchy. Like the beginning of it. What's the price to pay? You know, that's a good, I like that. It's a catchy hook. I like the beat of it. I'd probably give that one about a 6 out of 10. Then the next one, Lucky I'm Having It. This is probably the worst song on this album, in my opinion. Tizio, Touchdown, in my opinion, is terrible. I don't enjoy him at all. He's just weird, and it's just not a good combination with Don Toliver and him. Love Sickness, one of my tops. Love this song. I love intros on a bunch of songs. Don Toliver usually has great intro songs. I'd probably give this one about a 7 out of 10. Let Her Go featuring James Blake. Again, this is a slower one. I think this one was. With James Blake, I like that James Blake's on that. It's a nice long song, relaxing song. So I'd probably give this one about a 6 out of 10. And the next one, Leave the Club. I like the first minute of it. Some of the lines that he says before Gorilla comes on. I hate Gorilla too. I think that she's terrible, in my opinion. Lil Durk, I'm alright. I don't listen to a lot of his music. But Leave the Club, I love Leave the Club. I actually heard it on the radio the other day, which was very surprising to me. But Leave the Club is a very good song to play at friends, drives, by yourself, or even at parties, I think. For Me is another slow song, Kali Uchis and Don Toliver. You know, it's different. Just like this whole album, it's different. But I like it. It's like, it's kind of got like a upbeat, groovy type of beat. Like, you're the only one I need. I like it. I like the hook to it. Kali Uchis part is alright. It's alright. Go Down, that's another good song. Did I give Leave the Club or For Me a rating? Leave the Club, I'll probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. For Me, 6.5 out of 10. Go Down, I'm not a big fan of that one. This is probably the one that I would skip if it was on the album. So I'd probably give this one a 4 out of 10. Time Heals All. It's catchy, I like it. It kind of reminds me of another song. I don't remember it. I think just the what am I trying to say here? The rhythm that he uses is somewhat the same of his other songs. But Time Heals All is a good one. Leather Coat, I didn't really like this one at first. I liked the song more towards the second part of it, towards the end of it. Kind of the change in the beat and the change in his voice. I really liked that one. Honeymoon was one that I was excited to listen to when he posted his clips on Instagram, because it was a different Don Toliver song, not like one I've heard before. And I felt like a lot of people weren't gonna like the song, but I feel like it's a fan favorite. Honeymoon. It's catchy, and when I heard it, like I said, on his little clips he did play it, I thought it was going to be a good one, and it lived up to the hype, I think. It's just a really different Don Toliver song from what his fans and everybody's used to listening. Private Landing is alright. Not one of Future's greatest features. And to be honest with you, I haven't really listened to Justin Bieber's part either, because not a big fan of his. But I do like Don Toliver's intro to it. I think this could be a song you could play at a party again. It's a pretty good one. I'd probably give, so Honeymoon, Leather Coat, let's see, where did I stop at? We'll do Leather Coat, we'll do Time Heals All. I think I give that one like a 6.6 out of 10. Leather Coat, 6 out of 10. Honeymoon, I'll do 7 out of 10. Private Landing's a 5.5 out of 10. Slow Motion, this one reminds me of, there's one song on this album that reminds me of the one he did with Nav a couple months ago. I'm not sure which one it was. Not sure, but Slow Motion's a good one. I love when Don Toliver uses his voice like he did in this one. So I gotta say this is probably one of my top ones. I'll probably give this one a 7 out of 10 with WizKid. Do It Right. That was one that was out before the album dropped. Wasn't my favorite. This one honestly would probably be a skip if I had the shuffle going. So I like the end of it with Charles Wilson. But if I had to give it a rating, I'd probably go with 4.5 out of 10. Company Part 3. The two other companies are great, Heaven or Hell, Life of a Dawn, but in my opinion, this one is not good. But I see a pattern going. Every single one of his albums going to have a company on it. So I'm hoping that the next one, if he does another one, will be good. This company's wasn't the greatest. so I'd probably give this one 4.5 out of 10. Bus Stop. This one was a upbeat one, kind of a funny one. I can see it as like a TikTok dance, to be honest with you. Like it's got that type of beat to it. So I feel like Don Toliver was thinking about that to get his album out there. But again, I wouldn't skip this one. I like this one over Company, so I'd probably give it a 4.5. No, what am I saying? A 5.5 out of 10. But again, it's a cool, it's a different Don Toliver song. Just like this whole album, it's different. Cinderella. I like this one too. I'd probably say Bus Stop and Cinderella are about the same for me. So what did I say? 5.5. And then Encouragement. Before the deluxe came out, Encouragement was my favorite song, and it was originally my only song that I liked on this whole album. It just gives me that old Don Toliver type of feel. I think there could have been like a beat drop, sort of, if you know what I'm saying. Like it just kind of runs on, and repeats itself, runs on, you know. But Encouragement is probably my second favorite song. So I gave No Pull an 8 out of 10. I'd probably give this one an 8 out of 10 too. In all, again, we'll see what this album does. If it's gonna be one I listen to during the summer, maybe it will. If it's gonna be one that I listen to 1 or 2 songs in the next couple months, or is it gonna be one that I don't even listen to anymore? This is usually the go-to I play in the car now whenever I drive, because I'm so sick of all the other stuff that I've been listening to. It just feels like it's just the same stuff over and over. But in all, I'd probably give this album about a 7 out of 10. I love Don Toliver. I just, again, like any artist, you're gonna like their older piece better, and their new one might live up to what you were thinking it would be, and you might end up saying it's it's your favorite. But this one is gonna take a little more time. I like it. I'm excited for him to go on tour. I hope he's on somewhat of a tour. I think he's opening for Future. I'm not sure, or if him and Future are doing something together. But I hope this summer we have a Don Toliver tour, or maybe Travis drops and we have a Jack Boys type tour. I think that this would really get me into this album during the summer and really boost the sales. And yeah, this album is just, it's alright. 7 out of 10. Favorite album is Heaven or Hell from Don Toliver during COVID. I think that one dropped about 3 years ago, around. Coming up on it. But yeah, just the older Don Toliver I enjoy. But the new Don Toliver I can get used to. I like it. But I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say about the difference of it. I think we can all know that's a little different from what he is used to doing. It's more melodic, like I said, more slow, like a slower hip hop. It's not like his older, harder stuff, but it's good. It's still good. Not saying it's bad. So 7 out of 10. I want to thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed these review videos. If you want me to review any album, I'll do any album if you comment it. I enjoy talking about the music. It's hard for me to actually play the songs because I don't want to get copyrighted. But if these do get popular, then I'll start trying to do that. I'll start doing live reactions to them. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. And go listen to LoveSick by Don Toliver. It's a good album. See you guys.